It's Nolan. Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show.
Yeah, if I retire from rapping, how many of y'all will really miss me? My swing is incredible, feel like Timbaland and Missy. Some niggas owe me money for the style, bitch, I'm Fendi, that's a double entendre. Y'all better put some respect on me, DJ and be like Jesus and Meryl. I'm a king, I'm a pharaoh, frequently leading this era. Greatness be seeping through the mirror, hold my image and my likeness. My family tree strong as Osiris, I butt hard on them haters like tendonitis. Been my own man, creating avenues like Rosecrans. Y'all niggas stick to the script, I switch up the program. I hold bands in both hands and slow dance with your main chick, no romance, I'm so advanced. If I tell you hit the bricks, I mean it. I hate extra niggas around me, shit is inconvenient. I'm sitting in the name, it's my head getting bigger than Frida. We sing it for freedom, the money weighing in like Keenan. A record sale. I flip streams of income like heads or tails. I spit crack like eggshells. Your girl stay chirping like next tail. The block stay buzzing like I'm serving a fish scale. Either make a purchase or serve a purpose. The boy blaze trails like Nick Nurkic. Shout it type thick like 6 burgers. If she don't feel the kid, it's a disservice. I'm pinning more hits than Keith Urban. This shit working. Had to steal the beat from Flow. I don't keep it low. Best on either coast. Try me, you could be a ghost. Slick like nematode. Swing like Ichiro. Now you tryna sell a fake book. What you be Simone? If they rapping, I don't trust them. Try to stab me in the back, my chiropractor gonna adjust them. Anytime you play a beat, I'm just enhancing the production. With the way I eat, I got to hand you that concussion. Ain't no justice.
What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing well out there. In this video, we're going to be getting into Timbaland and his so-called AI artist, TaTa. And there's a lot of controversy going on about this music video that they have out now. What's the name of this fucking song again? TaTa Taktumi with Glitch and Pulse, right? Now, for the last few months, Timbaland has been out here promoting that he's doing AI music, and he was out here creating his successor, Baby Timbo, partnering with Suno to do AI music, and he was, he had gotten into some hot water about allegedly feeding independent artist music to Suno to program for his AI music endeavors, whether it be Baby Timbo or this TaTa character that he's promoting. He's been doing interviews. He was doing videos on social media that were AI animations, basically trolling and saying, hey, if you don't get down with this AI thing, you're gonna get left behind. Who said we wanted to use your music anyway? Who said you were good enough for me to even use your shit? Basically. So all of this conversation was happening, right? And now they got this new record out. It came out about 10 days ago. Interestingly enough, they came out with this music video 10 days ago. They still have not cracked 100,000 views on YouTube, despite it being with this, multi-platinum Grammy-winning legendary producer. It hasn't really taken that strong of a hold, which I'm not surprised by. But for all of the chatter and all of the controversy that he was basically trying to manipulate, it's not really bringing in the results that I think he was going for, right? We even had a conversation with Ryan Wild. She called him out about this stuff. He was going at people in comments. Hers for sure. He was in her comments for months. At some point, he actually reached out and wanted to DM her and have a conversation. Wouldn't be surprised if he wanted to work with her or whatever, because initially when he saw her critique of his involvement in the AI shit, he basically discounted her and said, baby girl, your music ain't even there yet. You really don't have a place to be talking about me. I'm a legend, right? We did an interview with Ryan Wild on the channel. Now that all of this is starting to take a bit of hold and people are talking about it and criticizing them, shout out to Dime a Dozen. If you haven't heard the No Music Cypher yet, check that out. It's available on YouTube. It's on all streaming platforms as well, with myself, Dime a Dozen, Curtis King, Screwface John, Keto Abashi, Jeremy Hecht. check it out. But he also got on TikTok and was criticizing Timbo after the song came out. And would you know it, Timbaland ended up in his comments as well. All right. So clearly, Timbaland is spending a lot of time online, and despite him acting, unbothered or acting like he's not looking at people's feedback to try to figure out which direction he should go, he's literally in people's comments for videos talking about him, and he's trying to reason with people and trying to convince them that what he's doing has some level of ethics behind it, right? So let's get to Dime and what he had to say, right? So here he has his quick reaction, live lyrical breakdown of the TaTa record. So here's what he had to say about the situation. If you haven't seen the video, I'm not going to show it. There's other people doing reactions and stuff. You could watch them or just go watch the video for yourself. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time here, but there's, Timbaland is like I said, M niggas comments backtracking here. So here's what initially Dime had to say.
You seen that new Timbaland AI shit? So Timbaland has a new AI artist named TaTa, and she said,
got it straight out the basement. I flip my check off a day shift.
flip my check off a day shift? Is that a subliminal shot to like real artists? Y'all know how Suno work? I know y'all run real artists' music through y'all systems to help y'all create y'all little bullshit songs. So you disrespecting me, bitch?
All I read now is statement.
And then want to talk about basements as if this AI can identify with struggle. You could have just as easily given that song this opportunity to a starving artist, an up-and-coming singer. Then Dame Dash said he got the white lesbian Aaliyah.
Remember the little white lesbian? Little white lesbian Aaliyah?
Jabberwockies, y'all need to be ashamed of yourselves being a part of this bullshit. What else he said?
I'ma need to see commas. You might catch me in Brooklyn.
Alright, well, copy. When I catch you, Brooklyn out your mouth, TaTa. Some Brooklyn bitches come snatch your digital lace front. Turkish airline won't save you.
Now, of course, Diamond is from Brooklyn, so he took that very personally, talking about some you might catch me in Brooklyn. He said, I would love to. All right. But interestingly enough, as this video was making its rounds on TikTok, Timbaland popped up and liked the video, number one, but also had some things to say in the comments. So here he says, she real artist. My brother, she's real artist. My AI just creates story. So Timbaland has been promoting this TaTa person as an AI artist for months. Now he's saying she's a real artist. She's a real artist. My AI just creates story. Basically saying he's just creating the story with AI. You don't find that suspicious? We'll continue. We got more comments from Tim. He says, trust me, my guy, and Suno doesn't work like that. We've seen Suno working like that. We actually seen you on camera feeding Cuddy fresh music into the motherfucking platform with your baby Timbo shit. You took that nigga beat, put it in your shit, and Suno built around that nigga beat, and you tried to make it your own. Fuck out of here. All right? But he says, but I appreciate your concern. Let me hear your work, my brother. So now he want to hear Dime a Dozen's music, which you should have been heard Dime's music by now. This is somebody who's been in the industry for over a decade and a half. He's actually the rapper that inspired Joey Badass to even want to rap. Okay? He's done stuff with all types of people in the industry. He's worked with Fabulous. The list goes on. I'm not going to try to run down his resume right now. But he's worked with some of the niggas that you done worked with too, nigga. Fuck out of here. Anyway. All right, so that's Timbaland trying to school him on TaTa allegedly being a real artist. He says his AI just creates the story. However, if you go back to June of this year, Timbaland announces new AI entertainment company, reveals TaTa as first artist. Timbo also introduced a new genre called A-pop. All right, So it's technically not even supposed to be hip hop, although he's pulling cues directly from hip hop in terms of the production style, the vocal delivery, the syncopation, the rapping, everything about it is pulling from hip hop, but he's calling it another genre. Okay, this is a few months ago. Timbaland has launched his own AI entertainment company called Stage Zero, and its first signee is the artist TaTa. Co-founded with Rocky Mudaliar and Zaid Portillo, Stage Zero's first signee is an AI pop artist called TaTa, driven by Suno AI. My dog, this is what you said months ago. You said it's an AI pop artist driven by Suno AI. Now you're trying to tell somebody that's not how Suno work. Fuck out of here. The pop artists, along with a bevy of AI-driven creative tools, will all be under Timbo's new company. The Grammy Award-winning producer will be handling the majority of the production for this new artificial intelligence venture, which he dubbed as a new genre entirely called A-pop. He says, I'm not just producing tracks anymore. I'm producing systems, stories, and stars from scratch. From scratch, he says. Right? Not from scratch in terms of getting with an artist from ground zero, giving them the wisdom that you've amassed over your 3 decade, almost 4 decade long career. All of the legends that you've worked with, the songwriters, the pop icons that you've worked with, instead of giving them everything that you've learned to somebody who can actually benefit from it, you've decided to go to AI and build from scratch, basically just going and prompting and uploading music, creating this super machine that you think is gonna somehow outperform real life humans. And because people have feelings and emotions and, you know, variables in their personality, that's the thing that these motherfuckers that want to do this AI music shit, they don't want to deal with the ramifications of dealing with humans, right? Because an artist, a real person, might not feel like getting out of bed this morning. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we got something set up for you. You need to come out here. I'm sick. Well, you're gonna have to bring your sick ass on over here. And you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna replace your ass. We're gonna get somebody who ain't never gonna get sick. Bitch, that motherfucker gonna perform with a virus and all. That's what these niggas is doing. They like, man, nah, we ain't got time. They looking at Cardi B. They like, man, we ain't got time for no artist to get pregnant 4 times in a 7-year period. Fuck that. You ain't never, only thing you gonna be pregnant with is ideas. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. That's what they doing. And you ain't got to worry about that artist getting on social media doing this or that, because you controlling it. Whatever's coming from it, you're basically putting them up to it. But I'll continue. He says, TaTa is not an avatar, allegedly. She is not a character. TaTa is a living, learning, autonomous music artist built with AI. How are you living and then AI? He says TaTa is the start of something bigger. She's the first artist of a new generation. A-pop is the next cultural evolution, and TaTa is its first icon. Now remember, just a few weeks ago, before Timbaland even had a chance to debut TaTa, we had this so-called phenomenon with this other AI artist in the R&B lane on, what's the name? Zanaya Monet. We had that situation. Now, what's interesting with Timbaland backtracking and saying that TaTa is so-called a real artist and it's not AI, Suno don't work like that. In the YouTube video, they have the credits down here, all right? Now, it says song producer Timbaland, right? And then you also have a list of songwriters. You have Emily Haber Music, which is a real person. You have Elise Era, which is a real person. You have Creator God, which is Timbaland's partner, who's always on those Timbaland I Do music reviews and stuff with him. And then you have Brandon Avila 48, right? So you have all these people who are allegedly writing the lyrics. Which one of y'all wrote the I gave my shooters ice, now they gonna duck immigration? Which one of y'all wrote that bar? Somebody need to come see you. All right? Since Suno didn't write that, we need to see which one of y'all wrote that bar. But here we have credited songwriters for this AI song, right? And I think this is what Timbaland is getting at when he says that TaTa is a real artist. because apparently the vocals may be the AI product. When you look at the music video, there seems to be a real person performing. There is some AI animation in there as well, but I think the primary parts of the music video, I don't know if that's a real artist or if that's somebody who's in the studio or if they just hired her to be like a stand-in to be a visual representation of this TaTa. And if she's just gonna go around and perform and do music videos and stuff under this brand. But it does seem like there is some level of human element to this, but it's unnecessary, right? If you just wanted to hire a fucking person to come in and be an artist and y'all write and Milli Vanilli the situation, you could have just did that, nigga. What the fuck? Music video executive producer, Stage Zero Entertainment. Timbaland, Rocky Mudalia, who we were just talking about in that article. That's the Stage Zero company that they're building with Timbaland. They got the Jabberwockies in the music video. I see some people that are mad about them for being a part of it. Whatever. So with this information being put in front of me now, and he's going back and forth with Dime a Dozen saying it's a real artist, I now come to the conclusion of either Timbaland was rage baiting, which it seemed like he was anyway, by giving this the whole AI move, because unfortunately Timbaland's stamp isn't as strong as it used to be, right? He could work with a new artist, he could co-sign a new artist, he could sign a new artist, but does his co-sign automatically put a new artist in position to blow? The last person that we saw associated with Timbaland that really caught people's hearts was Tink. And by the time people were ready for that Think Tink album, things went awry and Tink got the fuck away from him. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, you know, she's still out here. She's still putting out music. She's still performing. She's still doing her thing. But she hasn't reached, you know, that same level of interest as when she was with him. But after that, what else has he done that's like really garnered a lot of favor, right? He's mostly just clearing samples for artists to remake his old songs. And during the pandemic, him and Swiss Beats were doing verses. They're trying to bring that back. They got Cash Money versus No Limit about to happen in a couple days. But yeah, it's not really popping for Tim like that. He's getting booked to do things. He's always going to have that. But I don't think his cosign is as strong as it once was. So it's like, let's do this thing. Let's rage bait. People don't want to talk about AI. They don't want to engage with AI. Let's make it uncomfortable. And I think that's what it was. He wanted to try to press an uncomfortable button, which was going to, by default, generate some level of interest from people having knee-jerk reactions like, what the fuck is Timbaland doing? Either that or he's lying. You know what I'm saying? So either he was rage baiting and really doing human music while using the artifice of AI, or he's lying to Dime and lying to anybody else that he's saying is a real artist, because you just did an interview with Billboard a couple of months ago and clearly said it was an AI artist. And once again, this does nothing but diminish your stronghold in the music space, because now you're not a trusted source. And we don't even know if you're telling the truth about what this is, which again, devalues your word. So it just seems to me that this dude is doing everything in his power to diminish his own legacy. It's a lot of people out here that are diminishing their own legacies in the year 2025. The empire is crumbling. It's sad to see, but I think it is necessary in order for us to perhaps detach from some of these people and move on. That's also on the table, all right? But let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become an insider. I will catch y'all on the next one. Y'all be good out there, man. Peace.
Yeah, family over fame in this bitch, yeah. The glory of living righteous is setting in. My street knowledge and education's a perfect blend. Young mogul, independent, I've been setting trends. The first one from my family to be faithfully wed. Fuck niggas and the horses that they riding on. I see this shit from all angles like a polygon. I'm never politicking, the drama be piling on. Father and greats unacknowledged like I'm Bobby Bonds. Conversation with my lady about the paper route. 5 sit bank accounts, every day I make it count. They down talking my commentary for hating now. Well, I can take it cause I'm bodying your favorite now, please. I can do this shit in my sleep. I been writing for these niggas, y'all read it and weep. I been fighting these niggas if you speak on the street. I'll turn your birthday party into New Year's Eve. Don't let me take it there. We ain't playing fair. This the ATL, Southside nigga moving furniture like Wayfair. Life on hold, no insurance for your healthcare. Lifeline gone, so you wanna be a millionaire? Well, let me tell you about this world I built. The women I dodged, the niggas that I read for filth. The sympathy cause consulting for the stacks I built. I had